Hi, Pete from Record Power here again. Today I'm going to take you through our SC3 Chuck and some maintenance service tips on that, and how to get the best out of your chuck again. So first of all, I'm going to remove the jaws. Like I said before, I keep the screws in a tin so as I don't get rolling around and lose them. First of all, it's worth noting on the chuck, as with the SC4, you've got the record logo with the product code on there, which is product code. The name of the chuck is which is the SC3 Record Power, and either side of that you've got jaw 1, jaw 4. So the jaws are running round. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. All the jaws are numbered underneath. You've got your base jaws are all numbered. But it's worthwhile noting that. And like I say, if you're not sure, take a picture so it gives you a reference to go back to. That's the easiest thing I find. Right, first of all, we'll just close the jaws in. And then just back them off a little bit. Then go onto the back and remove the circlip. Now on this model with the open gear at the back, the circlip is a lot further in, so it's a little bit more tricky to take off than say the SC4, which is located near the front or the top of it, so it's a little bit easier to get off. This one you've actually got to get your tool inside. It's a little bit fiddly, so might not come off first time, might not come off second time, might be a few times to get it out, but we'll have a go anyway and see how we get on. And it is quite a strong circlip. By the nature of them, they've got to be anyway, because it's made of, I say, it's spring steel. So that's it so far. There you go. So you're not going to do any harm to the circlip itself while prising out. Just try and keep it straight, because they are quite a strong clip anyway. This is the design of them. So right, anyway, we've got that out. Next thing is to drop your worm and gear out. Then remove your base jaws. And what I like to do is give it a little spray. And cover it over with a bit of tissue so it doesn't get going all over the place. Give it a spray. Leave that for a second. And the same with the body. Let that do its job for a minute. So your base jaws, like I say, they are numbered anyway, and also from the jigs that they've been put into, each one has got a little stamp on there. This is 4, 3, whatever, 2, 1. So even if the outside has been worn away, or if you had some accidents or something like that and just damaged the back of it, you've also got that little reference on there as well. So all I want to do with these is just quickly check them over that they're nice and smooth. I'll use a fine stone. This is, again, I'm just inside, this is not taking anything off. I'm just checking to see if there's any burrs on there or anything, a little bit of roughness, and then just smoothing off. This is almost like a lapping really, rather than taking any material off. These look pretty good anyway. This is really fine wet and dry cloth. So just give it a clean over there. I'm just checking with my finger if I can feel anything rough on that. Everything's nice and smooth on these. Right, do the same again with these. I just give them a little spray, cover them up just so they don't go everywhere. That's enough. So let's just clean that out. So all I'm doing here is just making sure this is nice and smooth. Got no burrs or any rough spots. And this little fine stone, and clean it out. Right, let's clean that out. So I can smell that stuff out of it. Now just cleaning the slots. And as I'm going around, I'm trying to use a clean bit of cloth in each area. So it's nearly there on the main body. If I had normally what I'd do with something like this is give it a spray out and leave it for a little bit, just let the WD-40 do its job and evaporate off. But this is maybe a little bit quicker than I'm showing you. You don't have to do it as quick as this. Now the ring itself, I'm just feeling there if there's any burrs or anything on there. And just check the start of the actual scroll ring, inside and outside. Sometimes you'll find a little bit of roughness there, especially like I say if you've just gone for that little bit extra capacity you want and you've just bruised it a little. Sometimes it gets a little bit lumpy then. Cleaning the teeth, see if we've got any bits of foreign body in there. Just finish that off with a clean bit of paper again. Push the paper into the scroll itself and just follow it round. We'll clean any bits of dust or whatever we've got in there. Make it all nice and clean. So that's ready for reassembly. And finally, your base jaws. Give it a little dry off. You check for wear on these sometimes. Maybe if it's a really old one, you might have a little bit more to clean out on these. Right, on the actual scroll ring itself, I wouldn't put anything oil based in there, but what I will do is just give it a little spray with some silicone spray. Don't need a lot in there. If you put oil in there, what it's likely to do is the really fine dust particles are going to sit in there. So, like I say, you're going to rebuild it now. And put these back on again. Put them back in order. Just check them as they're going in nicely. So say I haven't taken anything off. Actual material itself. So they're still good fits, they're not going to fall out. An easy way to reassemble it make sure you get everything back in line again is just to put your jaws on. Just pinch them up, don't lock them up solid. So what I'm looking to do is bring those back together. You might find it's a little easier way of doing it because what you've got, all this is now confirmed, so this is totally smooth and round. So what I can do is turn that over and get the actual scroll ring itself. I'll put that back in again. She should drop back in place. We've got it like that. You can do is get the key before you put the circlip back on again, but keep a little bit of pressure on the jaws themselves so they don't jump back out of the scroll, so we can try it fully out. So it locks, all 4 jaws are okay, and wind it back in again. Watch your fingers, but just keep a little bit of contact just to keep the actual scroll from actually bouncing back out again. And I said this is just to make sure it's all confirmed. And then you're ready to put back your circlip. Again, it's a little strong, this one. If you do lose this, I think I have mentioned on the SC4, we've got these items in stock. So it's not the end of the world if you lose it or if you bend it struggling to get it in and out. So there's your SC3. A little service on it, how to take it to pieces, put it back together again. And finally, I left the jaws screws loose just to do my kiss test. I bring all those back together again. It's perfectly smooth. Now's the ideal time to lock those screws down, and that's applicable to all of the jaws. Just bring them together, do your kiss test, and that's spot on again. Hope that's a little bit of use to you, and I look forward to seeing you or doing a little job with you again shortly. Cheers, bye.